everyone. Sorry about that. I just didn't get the notification for that the lobby was up and all that. But I'm here now. My name is Katie1997, back in the commentary booth once again. And apologies also for missing last week as well. Had some personal things as well I had to take care of. But anyway, yeah, so welcome to the 11th round of the Weekend Night Racing League One series. We are in Austria we are in Spielberg at the Red Bull Ring for the Austria Grand Prix. And as you can see, we already have times on the board. The pole position right now, as you can see, is Angelique Muller in the McLaren with a 1:03.5. And it is also starting to rain as well. I can definitely see that. So that's pretty much the whole thing that's going on right now. But trying to see if I can find anyone that's maybe on a flyer. Well, right along with Shatters as he is driving the Alfa Romeo. Of course, just going through turn 1 through Lauda curve. Of course, this track is the shortest track on the F1 calendar. Into now turn 3, hard on the brakes, going into the 100-meter board. Goes into second gear. I think this track is roughly 2 miles long with 10 turns. And into the back straight, the DRS open, down towards turn 4, braking 100 meters. Use an inside curve as much as you can. Into now, close to the end of the second section, into the left-handers at turns 5 and 6. Of course, now you want to nail the apexes, using as much of the width of the track as you can. I don't think I see him improving time, or saying a decent time though, just because of the wet weather. Through the S's, now into turns 9 and 10. Unfortunately, he missed the apex there, and he missed the other apex. And he will cross the line with a 108.2. Yeah, the only unfortunate thing is, with the track getting all like this, it's pretty hard. It's pretty difficult right now to even do a lap, as Cryptic Alibi also was reserving from the way it looks for, I guess, a racing point. Retire from qualifying. Obviously, if you're a championship driver into League One, you have to basically retire from the session. That's basically the rule. It's not really because he got disqualified. He retired on track or anything. And there's one guy I've noticed in particular, Dylan, on the mediums, the medium runner with a 104.2. So with this rain coming down, I don't know what the weather is, so I don't know like if it's gonna be raining. I don't know if it's because it's raining right now, as you can see, but I think it's very difficult to even do any sort of lap just because of the weather. And correction on what I was saying, it's actually 2.5 miles long, this track, not 2 miles. But yeah, I don't think these guys can even do a lap at least. Well, they can't really do a... Oh! I just caught Angelique Muller there sliding into the pit lane entry. Thankfully he didn't retire, just ghosted. Well, ghost, he just reset the track. But obviously that wasn't him doing that, that was the game. It does that when you mess up going into the pit lane. But yeah, anyway, let me give you the driver standings, and I'll give you the constructors as well, because I don't think I see anybody improving their times unless they can in this weather. But yeah, I'll just see what the Starburst does in the Williams, see if he can maybe do some sort of improvement. He actually got away with that. I'm surprised he actually got away with cutting that much in the corner. He goes 5th quickest with a 104.2. So slightly above Dylan on his medium run. But anyway, in the championship, The current points leader is Baseman in the Racing Point with 148 points. Second place is Young Tommy with 131. Who is in the Renault, is down by 17. Racing Point in third, that would be Menace Max with 122, down by 26. Dylan in the Alpha Tauri is in fourth with 114 points, who is down by 34. And then Pixters in the Haas is in fifth place with 90 points and down by 88. Angelique Muller in the McLaren is in sixth with 59 points, down by 89. Captain Infinity in the Williams has 38 points. I'm just making sure I'm reading that correctly. Is down by 110. Scorfa in the Mercedes is in eighth with 32 points, down by 116. Chronic Ballistic in the Red Bull it has 22, down by 126, followed by his teammate, the Maniac, with 16, down by 132. That is the driver's side of things in the top 10. Into the constructors, it is Racing Point in first with 270. We're pretty much dominating the constructor side of things. Second is AlphaTauri with 134, down by 137. Renault in third with 131, down by 139. Haas in fourth with 93, down by 177. Fifth is McLaren with 84, down by 186. Williams in sixth with 63, down by 207. Mercedes in seventh with 56, down by 214. Red Bull in eighth with 54, down by 216. And then Alfa Romeo in ninth with 24, down by 246. And then Ferrari down into 10th with 21 points and down by 246. Yeah, so I've seen times come on the board, and I see a Ferrari is onto the grass as soon as I was reading the standings. And yeah, I don't really see some sort of improvement. I just see times on the board, that's it. But I don't see anybody improving. We have 5 minutes left in the session, but yeah, you can see there's rain on the halo. It's like the track looks pretty greasy too, so I'm still surprised that I'm seeing drivers who are trying to improve their laps, in my personal opinion. And Angelique Muller, okay. Well, I don't think I needed to see that. I mean, if you're gonna retire like in the pit lane. Do respectfully. Don't do it. Don't do anything stupid by like straight lying into a wall or retiring on track. It's pretty silly. Anyway, though, let me see who was there for reserving. I think the other one is Shatters and Cryptic Alibi. And Cryptic Alibi is actually taking up for the championship leader, Baseman. Interesting. So Baseman's not racing for the race today. And then Shatters, like, I saw that Vintage was spectator at one point. I think he was commentating because I was running late. So Vintage, if you're watching this, I do apologize. I honestly almost forgot about the race. I was appearing offline though too, as well. So that's probably why I didn't get the invite. So yeah, big apologies to Vintage there. If you are watching this stream, I mean, I kind of do feel bad about that. Yeah, you didn't need it, but also, yeah, I know everyone is going off about Muller's accident there. But yeah, like I said, just retire on track. Or not on track, retire on the pits, just don't straight line into a wall. Simple as that. Yeah, I don't... actually, there have been some times that may have gone up that I didn't even mention. I think Captain Finney must have improved his time there to a 103.8. I'm not sure if that was earlier. And then third, looks like Crystal Mays must have improved as well with a 103.9. 3 days retired. It doesn't look like there's anything that's too significant in terms of like improvements because, I mean, well, it doesn't really surprise me that no one's really improved. It's kind of hard to do so with these conditions. But because this game is so wonderful, with the weather, you gotta love how it's just steady rain, but it's not like making it wet or anything. It's just making the track all greasy. Okay, so that's a confirmation there. So it is going to be cloudy. So thank you very much there, Cody Bridge. And yeah, thanks. Thanks for reading that too. Seeing that vintage. Yeah, at least you have no hard feelings. I just didn't know. I kind of forgot, to be honest. It's just that I was appearing offline when I was watching Netflix. Anyway, yeah, I don't really. Well, looks like Andy Muller is doing what Valtteri Bottas did last season, the Austrian qualifying. Oh, great! And he's just taking out the braking boards. Well, that's gonna be fun if you have no racing line on. Ah, you're caught fish. Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know that, Cody. I don't know what Angelique Muller is doing. She's doing pretty. Is Angelique Muller he or she? I'm just trying to make sure. I think I've ever seen in the comments that it was a she. Can you put that in the comments just to make sure to verify that? Just so I don't get anyone like all messed up or mixed up. I have no idea what Angelique was up to, but she was taking out the braking board. Okay, thank you. Tio. Oh! Okay. Well, that was quite literally the biggest waste of my time there, in terms of seeing that. And pretty much for everyone else. I mean, she didn't really need to do whatever the hell she was doing there. But, I mean, she is on pole. That's, like, good news for her. But, like, she didn't need to do that. It's... Oh. Ah, come on, guys. Don't be like that. Okay, it's a he. Okay. I'll just go with a he. I just wasn't sure because I remember, like, prior to that, like, everyone was saying she. I was like, oh, okay, this is a lady. Like, I didn't even know that. So. I mean, the only lady I know in this league is Welsh Maldonado. That's it. But other than that, I didn't know there was another one. But yeah, there you go. There's your order. Angelique Muller on pole, Captain Finney in second, Crystal Mays in third, of Chronic Ballistic at 4th, Starburst in 5th, Dylan at 6th, BX in 7th, Scorpion 8th, Young Tommy in 9th, so that's a bit crucial there for the championship runner. Andy Lou in 10th, Menace Max in 11th. That's a pretty interesting order there for some of the championship rivals to Baseman. So they're going to score crucial points. Beer Dave in 12th, Swan Shanks in the 13th, and we'll go through the order later. What? What is it doing? Jesus. Come on, we don't need to keep saying Angelique Muller's in it. He is human. But yeah, it was pretty silly what he was doing. Anyway, Corey says good luck to everyone. Of course, wishing the best of luck to all the League 1 racers today. But yeah, I think I got mixed up thinking that next week, because I know next week I think is like we have a completely off because of Easter. But I kind of just mixed up, thought it was like, this week that we were supposed to have like off from racing. But anyway, there's your preferred strategy there. Definitely a typical one. Okay. Now Angelique Muller stolen the grid. Well, okay. I'm getting thrown off by quite a bit of this, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, let's go through the order. Angelique Muller is on pole, but not doing the formation lap show. He's gonna start with cold tires. Captain Infinity in 2nd, Crystal Maze in 3rd. Chronic Ballistic in 4th, Starburst in 5th, Dylan in 6th, BX in 7th, Scorpion 8th, Young Tommy in 9th, Andy Lou in 10th, so Renos are starting 9th and 10th, Menace Max in 11th, Beater Dave in 12th, Swan Shanks in 13th for Mercedes, Scooby Stu in 14th, Maniac in 15th, Crazy Bill, who is taking over for, I'm guessing, Pigsters, will be starting in the Haas in 16th place. F1HL in 17th. And is it raining again? I thought I saw a few sprinkles come down. Or is that, okay, maybe it might have been a glitch. Shatters in 18th. He's taking over for Vintage. Codfish in 19th, and then Cryptic Alibi rounds off the rest of your grid. So there you go. But yeah, I have no idea what happened to Angelique Muller there. He, whatever it is. Pretty much was stalled in the grid. I don't know if the McLaren got disqualified because of making contact, or was the retirement? I don't know. But here we go. 2.5 miles to come here. 36 laps, and of course we got the typical Codemasters glitch of the lights. And it's lights out, and away we go. And Captain Fitty got a tremendous start off the line as they head down into turn 1. The Williams gets ahead into turn 1 there. Angelique Muller unfortunately had a horrendous start off the line. There's a crash at the back. Swan Shakes is out, and we got a virtual safety car that's been deployed. I saw contact there with the Mercedes and the McLaren, and they're both out of the race. I couldn't see exactly where they go, what part of the track they went off. I think they might have gone off somewhere in the outside barriers there at the exit of turn 1. So both of them are out of the race. Virtual safety car has been deployed, and we've got a little bit of things going back here with Cryptic Alibi and a very different way it looks. As Crystal Maze, a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with Starburst. I'm pretty sure that'll get removed. Might have been a BS penalty, but tremendous start from Captain Infinity, though. Normally that's the driver I don't really see at the front too much. Well, unfortunately, he had a horrendous restart. But wait a minute. Did Muller get it past before the green flags? Or did he time it perfectly? I don't know. But either way, that was a great restart there from Ashley Muller. He's pulling away as Crystal May is going side by side with the Williams into turn 3. A little bit of outbreaking himself there from the Williams of Captain Infinity. Holds the line for the moment. DRS is not enabled just quite yet. But he is trying to hold his line as much as he can. That's also helping the McLaren pull away a little bit. Still side by side, these two. They cannot separate from each other. They're still side by side, but by the time they go to turn 5, but the Williams has a better line into there and gets ahead and manages to stay ahead into second place for now. But Captain Infinity went from having a great start off the line before the VSC to now after the VSC, where he just absolutely bottles well, he didn't bottle it, he just pretty much just bulked the restart. But he's now in DRS race. Angelique Moore's got the fastest lap of the race. And, Chronicalistic, here he comes on the outside of Starburst. Well, that's a lot of cutting there from the Williams. DRS will be enabled right there on lap 3. Of course, there he is using it. And easily gets by. And, oh, we got an accident. Bearded Dave. And the Crazy Phil. Apparently the two Hasses had a bit of an incident. I wonder if they must have came together. Oh, I'm not sure. That was the case. That's a bit of a sin, cardinal sin there. For the teammates to collide together. And they're all the way down to the rear of the field, so that's also not a good thing either. And also to keep in mind too, Dylan is on the medium compound tire to start off the race. So he could be in a prime position if a safety car, let's say, were to happen in the later stage of the race. Just gotta hope it doesn't happen like very, very soon, otherwise it compromises the strategy. Angelique Muller setting fastest laps, but Captain Infinity has the DRS to get close to the McLaren as much as he possibly can. He will have DRS again once they get into exit of turn 3. Meanwhile, oh, here comes Starburst. And Dylan gets by him easily there too. Actually, it might have been more of a scrap, but he might lose out to Andy Liu as well, so he might lose out 2 positions in the space of 2 corners. No, he does not. He's actually going to fight. They went 3 wide. Andy Liu with a desperation heave there into turn 4. I think he realized that was a big desperation on his part. He gives the position back, but actually retakes 7th place as Starburst lets him by. But I think that little bit of a retest must have been a bit of an error because they've also brought in a few more cars involved. And also to point out crucially too, Captain Infinity has a 3-second time penalty. What was that out there? That's Miss Max. Miss Max has crashed out in the exit of turn 9. Now, I think I saw him also with the 4 cars that were involved in that little skirmish when young Tommy did the redress. I wonder if he might have had an incident with in that pack somewhere, but yeah. But I was going to say, crucially, Captain Infinity has a 3-second time penalty, so this could be crucial towards the end of the race if it were to stay like this. But he's got that McLaren to deal with, and he's getting closer and closer. But he's using a lot of ERS just to hang on to that McLaren. Crystal Mays is starting to bring himself into the picture as well. Got to make sure to conserve that ERS as much as he can. Just try to be patient. Don't want to use up the ERS that quickly. Because you're in DRS range, you can try to save as much ERS as you can. Just don't make any mistakes along the process. Right now the biggest one, obviously, is just burning off your energy. find any more scraps. Oh, wait, hang on. Crazy Bill going on the inside of Shatters. Gets ahead of him there to turn 3, but Shatters will get the DRS to help him out. Oh, he squeezes it onto the grass a little bit. I think he was trying to, but he gave him enough room, I thought. Oh, lock up there from Crazy Bill. Pretty big lock up there, but he managed to hold the position. All right, we're now approaching to lap 7 of this Austrian Grand Prix, but for the way it looks, yeah, Angelique Muller's got plenty of juice to use. Now she's using up some of that overtake just so he could get away from Captain Finney, but I don't think Captain Finney was even close to get DRS for this one. No, he is not. That is not good for him because he's definitely going to be losing out. And this has brought Crystal Maze much, much closer now, too. Well, BX all over the back of... Oh, hang on. Got an incident. I think was that Codfish? I think that was. That's some sort of an incident at turn 3. Don't know exactly what happened, but they only had a bit of a moment, I think. The battle for 4th, Ferrari versus the Red Bull, BX Pro and Chronic Ballistic. Still at a crucial one, a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Another guy that's also fighting the championship as well here in League 1. That Ferrari's going to use up all the overtake. Look at that, the Red Bull having absolutely no battery life in that Red Bull. He's thinking about the inside, he just cannot make the move done. He's got to see if he can do it in turn 4, but Crocodile's at that fair exit out of that corner. The Ferrari has DRS, but he's not quite close enough to make any sort of moves. Locks up as well in the process. And Angelique Muller has pulled more of a gap now, thanks to him losing out on the Captain Finney. But Captain Finney apparently also got overtaken by Crystal Maze while I was watching the battle for 4th. So Crystal Maze in the was that an accident? I don't know what Captain Finney was doing. He was sliding into the pit lane entry. I don't know if that was intentional or not, or if he was trying to go to the pits, but he's in now. I want to see what that was about. Oh, he's going to a set of hards. Interesting. Okay, so he's not going to push to the end. Oh, here comes BX Pro on the inside. Oh, there's not a room there. They spin. I don't think Chronic Ballistic gave him that much. I don't know because there was probably lag on my end, but Chronic Ballistic did not give him any sort of space. Just squeezed him to turn 3 and literally turned him. And how about Cryptic Alibi so far? From dead last to 7th place. Having himself a great drive. Oh, he's even using my number as well. I use number 13 as well. Oh, he spins! Oh, as soon as I said that he was having a good race, I put the commentator's curse on him. And unfortunately, he's broken his front wing in the process. Might have been, I think that what happened was probably just a glitch on my end, but anyway, from earlier. But I know for a fact that Chronic Ballistic turned the Ferrari, so that'll definitely be looked at. So, Cryptic Alibi, unfortunately. Yep, I know if it's I put the commentator's curse on him. I said he was having a good drive, and then next thing you know, he just spins. That's unfortunate there for Cryptic Alibi. Don't worry, you got the championship, mate. You can definitely make that up. Dylan, though, is in a very, very good position so far. 4th place right now on the medium tires. He's doing a fine job, really, at the moment. But he has to pray for a safety car to happen if he really wants to get the lead of the race. Or the VSC would be a nice thing to happen for him as well. Codfish is out of the race. Oh, never mind. He retired at the pit lane. That always gets me excited. Anytime like someone retires, I'm like, where is the accident? But then when you see someone retire into the pits, I'm like, oh, that's a bit disappointing. Because BX Pro on the outside of Andy Liu into turn 2. Gets the move done. Yeah, turn 2 is that corner back there. This is turn 3, if anyone gets confused. I know it tends to throw people off, but yeah, that was turn 2. Turn 2 was before turn 3. There, but here comes Andy Liu fighting back. Gets the move done into turn 4. Really moved there by the Renault. Those two are still scrap it out, I think, for a little while. So Captain Infinity obviously is trying to go for an undercut of some sort against Crystal Maze and Angelique Muller. And now we're on to lap 12 of 36. But honestly, I don't know if the hards will be good because they might be not giving the pace. The X Pro comes in. Alright, so what is this car going to be pitting for? And he is going onto the hard tire as well. So he's following the same strategy as Captain Infinity. Captain Infinity obviously gets well ahead of him. Here comes the Haas and the Alpha side by side into turn 3. Crazy Bill's got the inside line. He's got a move done. Good move there from the Haas into 6th place, but obviously these guys have yet to pit. So we'll see also if the undercut does work. Captain Infinity, if he can get ahead of Angelique Muller and Crystal Maze. The undercut here is it's a bit powerful, I would say. Let's see. And Captain Infinity's also got quite a bit of clean air, so that definitely is a big help for him at least. Oh dear, I think there might be some bit of a lag on my end. Big apologies for that. Well, I hope that's not being all stupid. There's not normally like that. Okay, so looks like not too much in the movement. The X Pro is getting closer to Scorpa for 11. Of course, actually Scorpa looks like he pitted not too long ago as well for soft tires. I don't know why he did that, but obviously he can't go to the end on those tires. That's clearly obvious, so he's got to pit again. And it's been. Shatters just spun around. Oh! Please wait. Okay, good. I know there's ghosting on, but still. Treat it like if, you know, if it's a... Oh my goodness! Now that's a very good reason of why ghosting is on. Because of silly stuff like that. Yellow flags are still because of shatters, but oh, that could have been a horrendous accident. As Andy Liu's coming to the pits for hard tires. Wow, that's interesting for a stop that late. I would have thought he'd gone to the mediums, but no, he's committing to go to the end on the hards, as he's also overtaken by BX Pro. I think he was behind him before, so the undercut did work. Now let's see what the top 2 will do, though. When did these guys come in? Oh! Hold it there. I think that's a good indication to me that the tires are definitely dead. Yellow flags, I think. Oh, that's Captain Infinity. He spun in the infield. Oh, he re-enters in front of the Mercedes. Thankfully, he was ghosted. Oh, jeez. I don't think those tires were up to temperature. He's crushed the Ferraris. He's got damage. He's lost his end plate. Oh no! He's absolutely killed his strategy. Oh, he's crashing the pit lane entry. Oh, dearie me. I wonder if he had overtake on, and that's probably why that happened. He was probably set in prime position for a podium. And he just threw it away. Wow. I am very shocked. I think he pushed the car way too hard, had an overtake on. Yeah. There's a little lesson learned. If you're in a corner, don't have overtake on. It'll definitely ruin any sort of chances of getting a good run there because you will spin. So, Angelique Muller's now in. He's gone on to the medium tires. Where is everyone else? Where's Crystal Mays? There he is. Unfortunately being behind young Tommy, who hasn't pitted yet. And Angelique Muller is coming out way out in front. I think I would have guaranteed that Captain Infinity could have had some sort of an undercut on those two. Excuse me, on those two. Yellow flies. That's a Ferrari, I think, or is that an Alpha? No, it's an Alpha. That shatters. Spawned at the same corner about a few laps ago, and has been lapped by Dylan. So Dylan also now has the lead of the race, but he has yet to pit. Angelique Muller is in a very, very comfortable position, for sure, to win this race. Crystal Mays trying to get closer to F1HL. Of course, those guys haven't pitted yet. The guys ahead of them. Still on those knee tires. They're trying to pray for a safety car, I believe. DRS. And we'll get the move done ahead of the Alfa Romeo. Alright, nice move there. But yeah, that's unfortunate for Captain Infinity. He looked like he was in good position for a podium. Ugh, that is a stinky, stinky feeling. All I could say for him right now is just head down, just drive the nuts out of the car as much as you can. Just don't be silly. Just try to score points as much as you can. Yeah, that is super unfortunate though. I would have liked to see him on the podium. I don't think oh my goodness. Crystal Mays, man. He would have a little bit of drifting there at the entry of turn 9. Yeah, if you rub too much of that curve, they'll tend to do that. And Tommy gets ahead of F1HL for 5th place. And, you know, Tommy pitted a while ago for those soft tires, but obviously he'll have to pit again. Those tires are not going to make it to the end, I know that. BX Pro gets a penalty there for those boys. I want to see the penalty situation there. Dylan, 3 seconds. Oh, hang on. What do we got here? Is that Mass Max? Oh, I thought Mass Max had a bit of an incident, but he didn't. I think that might have been the other Racing Point Cryptic Alibi. See what Starburst can do. Not quite close enough to make the move on the Racing Point. Just has to hold position for the time being. Well, Angelique Muller has closed that gap more to Dylan and will get the DRS. I think this should be a straightforward overtake. And it clearly is. Oh! 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 The McLaren's lost it! He's lost it! He's lost it! He's crashed into Dylan! Virtual safety car has been deployed. Oh my goodness. Like, wow. And he's got damage in the process. That McLaren just swiped across the track in front of young Tommy and then just lost it. Wow. I don't think that was necessary, though. That looked pretty straightforward, that overtake. That was pretty silly. That might have to be looked at. I don't know if there was contact because of the angle. But yeah, that was a bit of a... That was pretty silly. That was a stupid move, I think. And yeah, that's cost him to go to the pit lane. So, Crystal Maze is now the leader of the race, as the VSC has now ended. But what on earth was that? Let me turn off my notification. Offline status. There we go. Sorry about that. But yeah, I don't know what on earth was that. That was really, really silly. Oh, and Starburst almost ran into the back of Menace Max. Yeah, Angelique Roller, though, did not need to make that kind of a move. Could have just gone straight forward. Didn't need to cut across like that. But like I said, I don't know if there was contact. I couldn't tell from the angle. If when the McLaren swiped across, I don't know if there was contact that time. But yeah, I thought that was really silly. Jeez. You have to feel sorry though for Dylan though for that. No, gets a penalty there to add to his woes. Not been a great race for him. So Crystal Maze, though, could pick up the pieces there for AlphaTauri, as he is in a pretty good spot to win the race, but he's got a 3-second time penalty looming over his head. Chronic Ballistic does not have a penalty. We see how that factor goes as Max gets ahead of Starburst, and also young Tommy gets ahead. And look at that. Absolutely brilliant driving there from the Renault. 2 overtakes there in one particular straight. Just breeze past the Williams and the Racing Point. Great, great move. And up into 7th place goes the Racing Point, or the Renault. Ballistic, I think, needs to not use any sort of battery life. That's really, really costing him dearly. And Tommy's also on the soft tire, a brand new soft tire, so he can play some sort of a factor for the midfield scrap. And so can Crazy Bill, but he's got a penalty looming over his head. And eventually Muller has a penalty there. Multiple warnings. So they went off track there for a brief moment there, but Christian Albite goes to 9th. So the Racing Point now is back in the points position after crashing out a little while ago in the race, in the first half of the race. But he might have to pit again with those soft tires starting to die off a little bit, I say. BX Pro gets a penalty there for multiple warnings. F1HL comes in. Excuse me. F1HL comes in. Andy Liu takes 3rd place now. And BX Pro goes up to 4th. Crazy Bill, though, he could be in a shout of a podium. He's got soft tires on. He can go to the end on those soft tires. It will be a bit of a stretch, but I think he'll be okay. He won't get a puncture, I don't think. All over the back of that Ferrari now. He's gaining. And he's got the move done, I think. Locks up there in the process. And he's got it. So now the Haas moves up into 4th place. Now he's got to deal with the Renault ahead of him, and he's on the hard tires as well. Same situation. And Taylor goes a little bit wide there at the entry of turn 9. All over the back of that Renault. And he's going to get that move done as well. Crazy Bill goes up into 3rd, but now has to pull off a gap now too. Because, let's see here. Because you can see there, he's got a 3-second time. But oh, wait a minute. Crystal Meson's another penalty. I didn't even notice that. He had 6 seconds. So Chronic Ballistic just needs to stay within 6 seconds, and he can win the race. And Chronic Ballistic has never even got even a top 5 finish. So he's on point to even get his, not just his first podium, but he could be in line for his first win. He just needs to maintain the gap. This might be close at the end of the gap-wise, who knows, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, this would be very, very huge if Chronic Ballistic can win this. Let's see if we can find anything more. Got Tommy trying to scrap out with VX Pro, and he's also on the soft tires as well. He's on the same strategy as Crazy Bill. Yellow flags. That is for, oh, that's for another Alfa Romeo. That's F1HL. He's had a bit of a moment. Unghosts himself, but re-enters safely. Did not compromise anybody. Wait a minute, I think I saw an overtake happening there. Yep, there it is. Scarpa gets ahead of Maniac for 9th. Mercedes getting ahead of the Red Bull. This gap is still, oh, hang on a minute. Peter Davis off the road in the infield of turn 1. That's what it's all about there, but well, the gap is filled now. Crystal Maze cannot afford another penalty. If he does, that could be a big, big factor too. Yellow flags, that's a Williams, that's, oh, Captain Infinity's got another incident. Oh, this race has gone from bad to worse for the Williams. And the Alpha's up the road as well. F1HL, I wonder if those two made contact somehow in the process. Does he have 9 seconds? Oh, he does. Oh, thank you. I don't think I even seen the lower third mention that. Maybe it went too quick for me. Wow, so Chronic Ballistic actually is in prime position. So Chronic Ballistic, pretty much all he has to do is just not get any sort of penalty. As Captain Fitty goes in pits for 5 seconds. He gets a 5-second penalty for speeding. And it's called it quits. I honestly don't blame him. It's been a bit of a horrid luck race for the Williams driver. Man was on route for a podium finish and just unfortunately crashed himself out. But hopefully he can rebound in a couple weeks at Baku. Dylan, meanwhile, is up in the points, gets ahead of Maniac. Excuse me. Maniac there for 10th, but Maniac might come back at him. Dylan try to hold the outside as he, I think Maniac might have outbroke himself there. Don't think that was due to Dylan's defending there. I think it was just he outbroke himself. Max meanwhile gets ahead of him into 10th. Of course, he's on the soft compound tire. So he's definitely willing to get into the points. Good penalty situation though for 3rd as well. Crazy Bill and Young Tommy right now split by 3.7 seconds. Young Tommy needs to build the gap. If he could get closer, though, he could get Crazy Bill on penalties. This would be crucial for the championship. I think all eyes too. I think everyone would probably agree on this. Is the battle for the lead. Can Product Ballistic hold on to less than 9 seconds? He also needs to not get a penalty. And there is Angelique Muller there all over the back of the Ferrari. Trying to find a sort of move to get by him on the soft compound tire. All the grip to do just to try to get by. Of course, if you remember, he was the one that binned the race and got another penalty and binned the race lead by swiping across Dylan on DRS when that wasn't really necessary. And that was also what Dylan had yet to pit, mind you, as well. He's also now gets ahead. Huh. Funny, so he doesn't do the swipe across this time. Guess you learned your lesson. Though you will be looked at. Yeah, that move was very, very stupid. Scored by Dylan Ballard right now for 10th place. See if you can score any points. Early situation. Scorpa has 6 seconds of the time. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Scorpa has 3 seconds. Dylan has 6 seconds of time penalties. So Dylan needs to get ahead of him. Otherwise, he has very unlikely sort of a chance to even score any points. That's also crucial as well. You know, that gap is slowly building. Oh, hang on. We got yellow flags. And another virtual safety car is Angelique Muller out of the race. Now, what on earth has happened here? Crashed up the... How on earth did you do that? What? Maniac is coming in. How on earth did you crash at the front straight like that? Scorpa, drive-through penalty for speed under the virtual safety car. She crashed on purpose. Yep, I figured that. Mark Ballistic, though, still within the gap. The gap is growing, though. Behind, it's Crazy Bill. Crazy Bill is all over the back of that Red Bull too, and has plenty of battery to use. Right now we're at lap 31 of 36 here in this Austrian Grand Prix here in League One. I think Crazy Bill could get a move. Scorpa's out of the race. He's retired retired to the pit lane. As Crazy Bill has got ahead of Ballistic, that's definitely not going to help him out if he's going to get this win. He just needs to stay within. I'll keep an eye on the later interval. Product Ballistic right now, 7.7 seconds from the leader. Keep your eye out for the Red Bull. He just needs to not burn any energy. If he can maintain that, he'll be fine. But I don't think that's what's been happening there. The gap is now nearly 8 seconds. Young Tommy, though, is starting to close. Yeah, this is what we're keeping an eye on, though. The gap between first and third. Product Ballistic still somehow has DRS to help him out. think what he needs to do is just try to stick within the DRS range if he can. Not burn energy, but he's using way too much overtake, really. He's even using it at some of the corners. Yeah, I would advise not doing that. Yeah, it's been a bit of an interesting race. The fact that Captain Infinity could have got a podium, but binned it after crashing out in the middle sector. Angelique Muller doing an unnecessary move with DRS to get by Dylan. I think really was the bounty on the cake. And now, like, right now, you got the factor is with Chronic Ballistic, who could potentially win this if he could just conserve his ERS, which he doesn't even have anymore. He needs to learn not to use that much battery. He's used up so much of it over the course of the race. That's the reason why he's been losing so much pace. Crazy Bill could put himself in the picture if he could get closer to the AlphaTauri. The gap is still marginal. 8 seconds is the gap. The only situation still the same. 9 seconds for Crystal Maze. And only 3 seconds for Crazy Bill. So Crazy Bill can actually win this now. He's just within 6 seconds. Seconds is the gap. Still within 6 seconds. They just have to make sure, Crazy Bill has to make sure he doesn't get a penalty. Oh, what is this here? That's Max trying to get by the Ferrari there on soft tires. The X-Pro trying to fight back at him. Going around the outside. Crazy Point outbrakes himself a little bit more. Gets the move done, I think. He's got the grip to do so, I think he's good enough. So he gets ahead into 6th. He also doesn't have a penalty, so he can definitely be guaranteed for 6th place. Yellow flags, that's a Williams, that's Starburst. That's going off at turn 5. The X-Pro gets another penalty, they have multiple warnings. 5.9 seconds is the gap. Chronic Ballistic, though, is on borderline. So, actually overtaking Crystal Maze. Crazy Bill right now isn't in a position to actually win this race if he keeps it like this. Gaswick going over a little bit over 6 seconds and a little bit under 5 seconds. I'm sorry, I said 3 seconds. 5 seconds. And now it's starting to go down. As we're going to start now, the final lap, the final 2.5 miles of this race. 5.3 seconds is the gap. Oh no, he's binned it! He's lost it! Crystal Maze has lost it! Oh my goodness! So Crazy Bill is now in the lead. Wow. Chronic Ballistic in the picture there. He gets out of the way. And look who else is in the picture now. Young Tommy is in this. Crystal Maze has lost the lead on the final lap. He's got front wing damage. Young Tommy all over the back of him too. So Crazy Bill is going to win this. I think this will be his first win of the season. Young Tommy gets ahead into 3rd. This is crucial for the championship as well. Wow. Unbelievable. But there you go. In that sort of a circumstance, Crazy Bill will take the checker flag to win the Austrian Grand Prix. Chronic Ballistic, though, round of applause for him, finishes in second place. His first podium. Young Tommy finishes in third. Crystal Maze, unfortunate though, finishes in fifth place. But a great day for Renault, third and fourth, after qualifying ninth and 10th. Wow. Max in sixth, Dylan in seventh. Good. We'll make that eighth now because of penalties, but still good recovery drive after whatever happened there. VX Pro in ninth, Maniac come up in 10th. Starburst Shatters, F1HL, Beard Dave did score outside the points, but wow. That is unfortunate for Crystal Maze. He would have been on position for a podium. Look at that, Crazy Bill. Driver of the day, of course, starting from, what was it, 16th or 17th? To finish it first. Wow. Was not expecting that at all, but that was a that was a bit of an interesting race. But great race overall. Apart from a few niggles, but we'll work on that. But wow. So now the gap has closed to 2 points between Baseman and Young Tommy, since Baseman didn't race. 16th to first. Yeah, that's a hell of a drive from Crazy Bill. He made that pay off. I think what also helped it too was the VSCs helping him out. Getting onto the soft tires to the very end. Crazy Bill, driver of the day, of course, wins the race. Finishes in first. Chronopolistic in second. Young Tommy in third. Andy Lou in fourth. Crystal Maze will have to finish in fifth place. That's Max in sixth. Cryptic Alibi goes to seventh, actually. So getting 13 positions. Dylan in 8th. BX Pro in 9th. Maniac in 10th. Starburst in 11th. Shatters in 12th. FNHL in 13th. Beer David 14th. And then scored by Angelique Muller, Captain Infinity, Codfish, Scooby Stew, and Swat Shank were DNF from the race. But, oof. Wow. That was a very interesting Austrian Grand Prix, for sure. But yeah, there were a lot of key factors there. Captain Fitty could have had a potential for a podium. Binned it. Angelique Muller didn't need to do that move, though, on Dylan for that pass for the lead. And then Crystal Maze losing out on the podium just because he binned it at the exit of turn 1. Oh, that is, I mean, it's just so unfortunate, though. Some heartbreaking moments. But anyway, I think that'll be the end of the stream, as we will have a break off, like I said, in the early portion of the broadcast. Of course, next week is Easter, so everyone takes a weekend off from Formula One racing to be obviously with their families. But after that, a couple weeks' time, we'll be in Baku for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, so I will not be surprised if there's any sort of drama in that race. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it for me. I've been KD1987. Thank you so much for watching. I also will be participating in the race tomorrow for the Premier League, so hopefully I do very well for that. I'll try my best at least to get a good finish. But anyway, take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your night, and also be sure to tune in for the championship later on today. Take care. Have a good night.